Mobile One.
It's been a couple of years since I've done Bondo, and the last time I did was actually out at 3M. It's out in Minnesota. Minnesota's one of them. It's Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing. They actually came up with the sandpaper grit stuff, you know, like the little rocks and stuff. They'd mine that. And they made sandpaper. They came up with tape, basically. The people were using honey and paper when they were doing two-tone cars. That was all the rage. They came out with masking tape, essentially. Anyway, one of the things that I saw there that I really liked, they had this pad that had some kind of paper that you'd mix your stuff on, and it just made it so much easier to work with. Well, when I got home, they sent me some product. I've been sitting on it, haven't had a project to do with it. And then I came across a shell. Anyway, I bought a shell for 360 bucks, and the front corners got messed up. I like that mixing pad that they had for that, and I really wanted one. I went to get one. Nobody carries it. You got to order it online. It's like 30 bucks. It's 100 sheets. It's worth every penny. But I didn't have one available to me, so I bought this clipboard from Walmart, drilled a hole in it, and then I bought some parchment paper, just like this. This stuff has the little smart grid on it, so if you have 4.5, it fits across both sides, and I really like it fitting across both sides. I'm really taken by this design. It's not bad. You just take your screwdriver or what have you, bam, just bust through the hole that you put in, and I use a hole saw to do that. But anyway, you have to keep resetting this. I want to like coat this with silicone on each side and make it so it'll really hold it better. That would be great. But as it is, this isn't too bad. You can push really, really hard on it and be rough with it, and it kind of gets stood up and it's back. It works good. You got to use something that's non-absorbent, or else it leaches out the hardener. Cardboard, for example, is what a lot of people use. Don't, because then it won't harden right. It gets gooey. It messes it up. So anyway, that's what I did for this. And it's great because the right way I learned from 3M, I got a whole video, I'll put a link in the description and an end card. The whole way that you mix any of these fillers is you make a little pancake, you know, about 1/2 inch thick, and then do a line of hardener, a diameter line across it. And then you scoop it up from underneath, so all the hardener's up on top, and smear it, scrape it up, smear it. You just keep smearing it, and every time you smear it, it mixes it in better and better. And you can see because it's not very thick, so you know when you're done because it matches it. Anyway, I've got a whole nother video that talks all about that, but this works really well for that. But what I like about this is it hangs over the edge, so I can scrape it off on the sides here and scoop it up. So if you get too much, or you want to do just like a small little area, you can wipe everything off of it, scoop up a little bit in the middle, and then do that small little area. So anyway, that's a cool little idea I came up with.
Demo time.
All right, start to finish, here's how I do this. Make sure there's no grit or dust or nothing on there, or anything, no double negatives. I'm gonna start thinking about my trip to the 3M place. There's a lot of smart people there. Man, were they anti-gun. Big old signs on the building that say 3M bans guns. Like, I don't feel so welcome all of a sudden, because they say I carry pretty much 90% of the time. Alright, so you lay this out, remember, you snap that and you're right back into good stuff. So you want to get this thing to just kind of like about yay thickness. That's what I do, about 1/4 inch thick. You take this, if you're 1/2 inch thick, do a diameter. If it's 1/4 inch thick, just do a radius. And another thing that you want to do is you take your hardener. We're not in a hurry yet because the hardener's not in it. Just kind of mix it and knead it. That way it's, you don't get, you know, like watery ketchup. They'll come up with some kind of a trap cap or something, because that's like the Achilles heel to this product, is it just, you get that really runny crap, it messes you up. Set that aside and bam. There's our radius, about like that. Set that aside, get my thumb in, but get up underneath of it so that you don't have hardener like right on your thing. And just kind of lay it down. Scrape it up, lay it down, scrape it up, lay it down. But see how nice this board is for just having everything right there? So you can see how thick it is. You can see exactly where the hardener is. Whoever came up with this is a genius. I guess there's somebody that's been working with Bondo for years and years before 3M bought him out. And they consulted with him. See, here's where the little hang it off the side. You know, 4.5 squares thing is nice. And if you're going to be doing this all the time, by all means, get the $30 100 sheets deal. But if you're just going to do it a little bit now and then, or hobby or small project, this is a good way to do it. It's I think I paid $2.45 for the clipboard. I'll leave a link in the description. You can get it on Amazon. You don't even got to leave your house. And we're good. So we got too much hardener. Good thing I didn't do a diameter. But anyway, there we go. And then I'll just go to the car and get her done. And another thing I learned is you don't want to work both sides of this, or else it gets all over your thumb and makes a mess. I kind of just did. I got another side that's clean. Let's see if I can get it off. Ha ha! Salvation. Anyway, I'm going to go apply this, but that's how I mix mine up. Bada bang. You can put this out and have it lean on your thing as a kickstand. I don't know. I'm just playing as I go. The nice thing about this contact paper is when this stuff starts to quote unquote kick or kick off or whatever, look what it, I mean, it's just like, yeah, you're not going to be able to do anything with that. So if you have it pinker than what this is, you run into this where it just kind of hardens fast. It just kind of turns into a blob of rubber within a matter of seconds, really, inside of a minute. In the meantime, sure works good. And I love, like I say, I love having these edges to be able to work off of it and not having to spend $30 for 100 sheets when all I need is this. I pull the rubber band off. You can see how this was tucked around the back side of it. So the rubber band holds that on the back side. Works awesome. So as far as cleanup goes, basically just let this go hard. I have to let this go hard just a little bit longer. You can take a screwdriver and it just comes off of your putty knife. You reuse these over and over. Now what happens if you don't mix it right or it's sticky or gooey? You can use brake cleaner on blue paper towels is what I use, and just clean it off. You know, or if it's like this is thin stuff, you can just clean it off. This one's being a little bit sticky on this back side. I might have had some that didn't get enough hardener or whatnot, or I cleaned it too early. That's most of the way cleaned off. If you just fold this over, bam, you're ready to go with the next one. You just throw another one on. I'll just show you real quick how that looks. The battery's gonna die, looks like, but we'll try anyway. So look at this. This is full square, so 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Line up your lines. It cuts like wrapping paper. It's really slick. When you get to the end, bam, just cut it off like that. Just slide this in there. Now, do you do it this way or fold up this way? Definitely this side down. That way you don't have to fight it. Better off, Ted. Don't fight it. You take this one. Let's put a rubber band on it, just like thus. Fold it to the outside. Make sure you don't, like, remember when you blow it off, you don't want any trash in it or else that's going to mess you up. You go to do your tight thin coat or something and you'll find that it's like got a big old streak or big old hollow spot in it. Nobody's got time for that. I find if I run the rubber band this way of my thumb, it works better. My thumb does the lion's share of holding this thing still, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's good or bad, but like I say, I want to put silicone on the bottom side of this and then run some there. You know, just clamp it in the open and then just use some Permatex Right Stuff. Are you allowed to say Permatex in a 3M video? Probably not. Now you know it's not sponsored. But anyway, ta-da! Ready to go for the next one. Let's do the cleaner on this. So take a blue paper towel, squirt it right in the face, just like that. And you just wipe this off and it just sticks to the rag and looks beautiful. It looks so good. That way you don't have to keep buying them or scrape them hard. I used to tear these things up trying to get them clean, scratching them up with a screwdriver. And you know what? You don't have to. If you learned something new in this video, let me know in the comments what you learned that's new. And if you have some tips for me, by all means, leave them in the comments below. Cheers.
Bonus footage at the end.
Hey dude, did you know that Bondo can be used to fix all kinds of scratches and damages to wood? It can. Lucky for you, huh? Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. Look at the horrible claws. Look at the horrible claws. Especially after we trimmed them. This guy thought that we were never coming home. We had him in the bathroom to not get in trouble. And he thought he was never, ever, ever getting out. You can see the claw marks. I used Bondo to fix that. I rebuilt that whole thing with Bondo. So then we just need to prime it and paint it, and you'll never even know what happened.